Hi everyone, my name is Norhida binti Suhardi. I'm from Group 6. So, for this project, our group was asked to check out a biotechnology article and spot all the different English tenses used in it. And then we're going to explain it to you why those tenses are there. So English has many tenses, but we will only focus on three main types, which is present, past, and futures. Each of these can be divided into four aspects, which is simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. English has many tenses, but we will only focus on three main types, which is present, past, and futures. Each of these can be divided into four aspects, which is simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Moving on to simple present tense. The simple present tense is used to describe action that happen regularly, general truths, facts, unchanged, or permanent situation. For example, biotechnology enhance field properties. Here's the verb enhance ends with s, which shows that it's in the simple present tense because the subject biotechnology is singular. Also, this sentence is in the present tense because it states moving on to present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is used to describe action happening right now or action happening around the present moment and future plans. For the structure of these tenses, subject plus M is R plus verb ing. For example, the global energy sector is undergoing a profound transformation. Okay, how do I know this sentence is in the present continuous? So we know this sentence is in the present continuous because the verb is undergoing shows an action that happening right now, and also the verb is undergoing is the same as the structure for present continuous. Next, present perfect tense. The present perfect tense is used for action that started in past and continue to the present. For example, it's like a research. For the structure of this tense, subject plus have or has plus past participle. For example, um, the attention and support for biodiesel has increased in recent years. So here's the verb has increased shows the present perfect tense because they match the structure for present perfect. So the last present tense is present perfect continuous tense. This is one of the hardest tense to find in the biotechnology article. Somehow I did find one. So for the definition, present perfect continuous is action that started in the past and are still continuing now. So for the structure, subject plus have or has, been plus verb plus ing. For example, people have been harnessing biological biological process to improve their quality of life. This sentence tells us that humans started using biological methods in the past and are still using them today, emphasize the ongoing nature of the action. So that's why it's been categorized as a present perfect continuous tense.
Hi everyone, my name is Husna and today I'll be presenting past tense in English. There are four types of past tense here, which is past simple tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Okay, let's explore them together. Okay, for the first one is past simple. Past simple is used to describe an action or event that has taken place in the past. The formula for past simple is subject plus verb past tense. Okay, let's go to the first example. Today, more than 4 years since biotech fell sharply out of favor post pandemic. Many have changed their tune. In this sentence, fell is the past simple verb showing a complete action. For the second example, back then high typically follow 18 months to 2 years after lows. In this sentence, follow is the past simple verb showing a complete action. Okay. Okay, next we have past continuous. Past continuous used to describe an action happening at a specific time in the past. The formula for past continuous is subject plus was or were plus verb ing. The example here is some investors also say they view the rush of recent licensing deals as a one-off, and they were refusing to grant valuation multiples to the companies. The analyst wrote, in this sentence, were refusing shows an action happening at that time. Past perfect. Past perfect used to describe an action that happened before another past action. The formula for past perfect is subject plus had plus past participle. Let's go to the example. Last year, it was announced that the entire human genome had been mapped as a result of the efforts of the Worldwide Human Genome Project and a private genomic company. In this sentence, have been mapped shows that the mapping was complete before the announcement. Okay, finally, the last one is past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense used to describe an action that happened in the past and continue to happen over a period of times. The formula for past perfect continuous is subject plus had been plus verb ing. Let's go to the example. The biotech had been developing the Claudin 18.2 ADC, dubbed EO3021, as a potential treatment for advanced unresectable or metastatic gastric and gastroesophageal junction cancers. Okay, in this sentence, had been developing is shows that the action all happened in the past and continue to happen over a period of time. Okay, I think that's all for past tense. Thank you. Thank you for listening. I hope this helped you understand how to use past tense more clearly and confidently in your writing and speech. Bye.
All right. I don't know what to say. Good morning or good night because it's currently night in the time I'm recording this. My name is Jonathan Daniel Medame Frederick. I'm from T10 and I'm the group leader for this Moet group. Okay. Today I'll be presenting for future tense. So future tense is divided into four, which are future simple tense, future continuous tense, future perfect, and future perfect continuous tense. All right. Now let's go to the first one, which are future simple. Future simple. Future simple is used to describe an action or events that will happen in the future, meaning it's an events that will happen in the future, something that is gonna happen in the future. So the formula for future simple tense is subject plus will plus verb. Let's go to the first example. The demerger is expected to unlock significant value with CSL projection annual pre-tax cost saving of 500 to 550 million by 2028. Gordon Naylor, former president of CML's Segerus will clear the new company, positioning it as a leading global player in the 7 billion influencer vaccine market. Okay, so that's the first example. Okay, are you able to see it? Of course you are. I mean, I already highlighted it for you, but let me explain. So, the CSL Segerus, is it? Yeah, Segerus is the subject. Will chair is the verb, chair the new company, and that's the extra context. The new company, positioning it as a leading global player in the 7 billion influencer service market. Also, to mention this article, this whole thing is about biotechnology. That's why it's about vaccine in the first example. The first example includes a vaccine, which is some part of biotechnology as well. All right. Now, the second example. The company believes that the assumption and expectation reflected in such forward-looking statements are reasonable, based on information available to it on the date hereof, but the company cannot provide assurance that these assumptions and expectation will prove to have been correct, or that the company will take any action that the company may presently be planning. This is also a form of future simple tense. Let me explain. The company down here, the company is the subject, will take any action. Now, will and take any action is technically its verb that the company may presently be planning, and that's the extra context of the well the words there, or you could say the paragraph. And here you can see two pictures of an article. Those are the reference of what I use. And down there is the links. All right, that's all. Now on to the next one. All right, now it's future continuous tense. I'm sorry that you might have realized that my clothes have turned black. It's because the previous video was bug or maybe corrupted. So I'm redoing it. All right. Okay. Future continuous tense. The future continuous tense is used to describe an action or events that is still processing sometimes in the future. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that my camera is down here because there's no space up there or even on my left. Well, from the video, it's supposed to be my right, I guess. I don't know. The formula for future continuous tense is subject plus will plus be plus verb ing. All right. Now we go to the first example. A new application field, high pressure biotechnology, will be developing from the deep sea microbiome research in the future. Right. I'm sorry if I read it too fast. High pressure biotechnology is the subject, will be developed, which is the verb combined with ing, so developing from the deep sea microbiome research in the future. So this is indeed an example for future continuous tense. Now we go to the second one. It seems likely that two major approaches to drug discovery from marine antinomous sites will be developing in parallel. As you can see here, I highlighted the words that you should pay attention to. Sorry if that seems harsh, I guess. Marine antinomous sites is the subject, plus will be developed, which is again a verb in parallel. So, marine antinomous sites will be developing in parallel is indeed an example or a form of future continuous tense. And over there is like the article if you want to see where I got it, and those are the links. Right now, on to the next one, which supposed to be perfect, uh, future perfect no, not future perfect tense. Right, let's go. Now I'm down here. I also turn on my lights. You can see me better now. Okay. Future perfect tense. The future perfect tense is used to describe an action that will be completed before a certain time in the future. meaning it will be completed in the future in a certain time, of course. Not it means it's confirmed to be finished on a certain time in the future. The formula for future perfect tense is subject plus will plus have plus the verb with ed behind it. Right? You can see there. Sadly, I already tested that this video does not show my what do we call this pointer thingy. Yes, my pointer thingy. So I can only read it for you. So hopefully you can. Okay. After 2 years of accessing the landscape, we estimate that by 2030, most people on the planet will have consumed, used, worn, or been treated by a product of emerging biotechnology. So you can see here. Also, I made a mistake that I didn't highlight the correct subject. The correct subject is supposed to be most people on the planet will have. Okay, this one, most people on the planet is the correct subject. Will have consume, which is a verb with ed, consume, use, worn or been treated by a product of emerging biotechnology. That's the only example that I was able to find for future perfect tense. Maybe there's more there, but yeah. Down there, there's a link. Up here is a reference. All right. Now, on to the last one. Let's go. And finally, we're here. On to the last slide, I guess. So, on to the last slide and on to the last form of future tense. So, future perfect continuous. The future perfect continuous tense is often used to describe an action. Sorry that my roommate turned on the song. Sorry that. The future perfect continuous tense is often used to describe an action that will continue up until a certain point in the future, which means it will keep keep happening even to the certain point in the future. It will still happen in the future up to a certain point. It will still happen. It's not like the future perfect where it will finish before a certain time or a certain point in the future. This one it will continue up until a certain point. So it's a bit different. The formula for future perfect tense is subject plus will plus have plus been and plus the verb with ing. So let's go to the example. In 2016, Northwest Biotherapeutics will have been, I'm not going to read the whatever that is, will have been developing the DC-Vex dendritic vaccines for exactly 20 years. So from here, there's I already highlighted that Northwest Biotherapeutics is the subject, will have been, and develop is a verb with ing, developing the DCVX dendritic vaccine for exactly 20 years. Alright, so this is exactly a form of future perfect continuous tense. Right, that's all from me. I can only find one example. It's pretty hard to find. So up here is the reference, reference of the article, and over there is the, well, as you can see, it's a link. You can check it out if you want, if you're interested. If you're interested. All right, that's all from me. See you soon. I mean, I'm gonna meet you at class anyway. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and thank you for listening to my 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 group mate presentation as well. Thank you so much, and have a nice day, have a nice night, or whatever time it is. I'm still recording at night. It's just that I moved from my home to my dorm. I Goodbye.